Panthers onto the field. Of course, no Nathan Cleary, as we're well aware, but still plenty of grand final winning stars. So much experience.
Yeah, looking forward to Jerome Luai taking over the 7 jersey. Can he still be that running, creative threat while controlling the team and being the main kicker? And then we get a look at the future. Jack Cole comes in and plays 5'8" outside him.
Contrast between the two sides at Magic Ground. Panthers have won their last 3. Warriors have lost their last 3. And so over to the Wars. Fair portion of New Zealand fans in the city of Brisbane. Now they get their time literally in the sun here today. Some newcomers to their squad. Ali Leatoa in the centres has a big job today. And Dallin Watene-Zelezniak. Game number 200, and quite appropriate, it comes up against the Panthers, a club he played no less than 106 matches.
Yeah, congratulations to him. And in terms of the halves, Chance Nickel-Klukstad will play in the 5'8" position for the first time in his career. Tamate Martin, who needs to stand up in the absence of Sean Johnson, and Dylan Walker moves to that ball-playing middle forward position. I think he is key to help this new halves combination and become an attacking threat up against the best defensive team in Penrith.
I think a Dallin try would be appropriate on this stage, given the day and given the effort so many supporters have gone to get those wigs happening. There he is, Dallin Watene-Zelezniak. What a finisher. He's just actually got better and better, and now sits on 91 career tries. It will be the Warriors to get us underway. Grant Atkins referee this afternoon. So game 6 is underway off the boot of Tuapiki. He's gone big, can you believe it? The field not big enough for the young fullback. How do they get that wrong?
When you're coming up against Penrith, who hardly ever give you a chance in the first 10 or 15 minutes, it is a poor start there from Tuapiki.
He knew it the moment it came off his boot. His head went down. He didn't even have to watch the outcome. They give a massive leg up to Penrith as if they need it 30 metres away from the line. Edwards to Luai and across to Fisher-Harris. Yes, he'll be a Warrior next year, but in the meantime, you've got to endure some fast running from the Panthers front rower today. He's been wounded with his first carry. Luai offloads, just dumping it off there to Martin. 20 away from the Warriors line. Kenny to Yo, and Fisher-Harris is okay. He's quick to take a second carry. There's your fitness test. 12 metres away from the Warriors line. Kenny to Yo, to Luai. Little show, goes out the back. Edwards, Penrith, just like that. They are a machine. How easy is it all to click into gear? Warriors punished for error from kickoff.
The kickoff out on the full has camped the Warriors on their own try line to start this game. And it's the first touch here from Dylan Edwards to score. But I love the lead-up work from Isaiah Yo. Playing like a halfback, touching the ball multiple times in the lead-up. And they create space. And the speed of Edwards on the outside there gets through and scores the first try.
Adam Pompey, you'll see, almost clutching at thin air. He may just touch Edwards, but little more. There it is, just like an Oztag touch, wasn't it? And poor old Tuapiki, still regretting the kickoff, is the last man. What a start for Penrith.
And with that tight defensive line that the Warriors have, the Isaiah Yo running nice and direct, trying to condense defenders, allows the space for Luai and then the speed of Edwards on the outside to break through the tackles.
Can you believe what just happened to the Warriors? We heard Chance with Chance Nickel-Klukstad with Lara pre-match. He said, we're still connected, we're buzzing about playing here today. Good prep. And then first play.
And particularly off the back of the performance against the Roosters, where they were blown away in the first 15 minutes.
Yes, hang on to your hats. Warriors fans, 22-0 it was last week. This man has done well in the goal-kicking department. Dylan Edwards, first one, 8.5 in from touch, 21. Oh, he's hit it low. That was a misstrike from Dylan Edwards. Lara on the sideline and probably thankful to be in the shade here at Suncorp.
Yeah, another cracking day here at Suncorp Stadium. Sensational conditions, and the 6th try in 8 games this season from Dylan Edwards. Now, we know that the Wars have been here all week, and the fans behind me, they've been yelling across the weekend, but they finally get to cheer their team. They're a little bit rattled after that start to this first game here on Sunday.
To a big, he's entitled to go the other way. He might land this ball 20 short of the dead ball line.
This one will be short.
Here he goes, take 2. Yes, he dabs it. He dabs it down to the goal line. And Penrith have possession, if only he had done that a few minutes ago. So flying start to the last day of Magic Round. It certainly has been a weekend of tries. And by and large, a weekend of close matches. Smith. Last year rather, high quality between these two sides. And the 18-6 win to Penrith. They need to get in the grind, but will that be enough for the Warriors? Can't be chasing too many points. Yo through the centre, lost the ball. Well, that helps. You didn't see that coming from one of their main men.
Isaiah had a very good handle on the first sets, helped play a part in Edwards scoring there, but turns over the ball cheaply. And this is exactly what the Warriors need. They need a little bit of luck today. They need something to go their way for them to set up camp and spend a lot of time, because with no Sean Johnson, the attack revolves around their halfback. It's interesting to see how Tamare Martin's going to fill that role, but I think Wade Egan needs to step up his performance today for the Warriors to be good.
Warriors tried to sell it. They were going left. They go right side. And this young fella, 21 years of age, just his second match. Leotoa on the run, and he doesn't look good, does he? Limping heavily after that carry. Oh, boy, Walker. That was almost forward. The pass on the inside. No Tohu Harris today. The Warriors lose their warrior. Now Egan to Walker, and on for Bundiafoa, looking to make the most of a starting appearance today. Egan back right. Walker little jink. There is the fullback Tuapiki. He's a good runner. We've seen that in his limited first grade appearances. Egan and Walker. And Tamare Martin, dummy from Nickel Klutschtar. Isaac Tongo there in defence for the Panthers. Quite bright from the Warriors. Back for Tamare Martin, pushed as he was kicking. Still not a bad result. Knocked forward by Dallin, and Penrith have possession. Some promise there. Not quite perfect, but good enough from the Warriors to put pressure on Penrith. Panthers get back into their groove. Yeah, got 2 hands to it, I reckon. Dallin Watene-Zelezniak. Yo on the carry for Penrith. Back up over the 30-metre line. Ground 50% sun. That's where they are right now with Fisher Harris. Melbourne and Parramatta second up. Dolphins, Tigers third up. And then Sunday night with Matty Johns here on Fox League. What a day and night this is. Jerome Luai from 45 metres out. Left foot kick to a picky underneath it. It's his 9th NRL game today. And he's proven himself a tackle buster in those previous 8 matches.
It's one area that both these teams will have to get right, is the kicking game, because Luai not the dominant kicker, and Tamare Martin with his first opportunity in the attacking set before just missed his kick, so keep an eye on that this afternoon.
On the far side you saw a shot of Leotoa with the trainer. It doesn't look promising at this point. He is limping quite heavily. Let's hope he can run it out. Egan with the ball. Thought he caught the Panthers offside. Atkins just put the arms out and play on the call. So Nickel Klutschtar for Martin to kick to the corner. Edwards is there. Dylan Edwards to run it back. Another 23 carries last week when they beat the Bulldogs. Jackson Ford, HIA. Well, disruption for the Warriors early. One of the players that plays big minutes finds himself out because of that incident. Independent doctor calling him from the field. And onto the ground comes Jacob Laban. So they've got some rookies out there in his 5th game. And into the match after 7 minutes. Also Paul Roach coming off the bench today. He's only played 2 minutes of first grade this year. Now To'o with a run. By contrast, the Panthers bench have 2 31-year-olds and a 32-year-old. It's most unusual for Penrith. Tyrone Peachy back on the scene today, and Scott Sorensen. Fisher Harris short of the 40. Kenny for Yo. Doesn't link up there with Jack Cole. Quite a wrestle there with the Warriors' defence. Walker fell off in the tackle. Luai now. Another bomb. Dallin Watene-Zelezniak with clean air in front of him. And the Warriors have possession again, 25 out from their own line.
I think Zelezniak should get used to catching the ball this afternoon, because Jerome Luai will park himself that left-hand side. The majority of kicks will be going down that side of the field today.
And now Nickel Klukstad, great responsibility on him. He has experience, of course, but first time in the halves in the NRL. He has to be dominant. He has to be as dominant as he is from fullback. Here he is, unloading. Barnett, nose play. Montoya with it. Takes on Edwards. Beat Edwards. Martin hops on his back. Last tackle. Warriors, lovely play from Barnett in the lead up there. Walker, and tomorrow Martin decides to kick. He's got it all wrong. Oh, that hurts. Not high enough. Too long. Penrith 7 tackle set.
And that's the issue that he needed to capitalise there on a very good short side raid from Klukstad. Set up Montoya down the left side. And Tamate Martin just had to come up. That's his second good ball attacking kick that he's missed 5. He's under pressure this afternoon on the last plays, Tamate Martin.
In hindsight, even running the ball would have been a better outcome than the kick ended. And here they are at second tackle, almost back to halfway. But at least they've created some opportunities early, not converting yet. Yo with the ball. And was taken low down by Egan, who's now got the head bandaged. Edwards, good play there. Strong defence on Alamotti. Forces the mistake, Penrith. A second error. Alamotti, just his 4th game in Panthers colours, the former Bulldog. Playing left centre. So Warriors up over the 40. Watene-Zelezniak. So the Warriors fans probably outnumber the Panthers in the stadium, and then you've got all the neutral observers here, of course, in this Rugby League carnival. Nickel Klukstad with the ball. Even fans from the Wigan Warriors here in the stadium. Cooper for magic round. Tuapiki with good speed. What a pass away to Laban. Couple of young Warriors there. 10 from the line. 4 tackles down. Martin, Fanua Blake pushes along for Barnett's offload. Big chance now. Fanua Blake looked up, decided not to go right. Last tackle play now. Egan dummy half. And they get it wrong again. Tuapiki ends up with it. Fangs it out to the right. Kick through by Leotoa. And Edwards is there. It's a soft end of the set again from the Warriors.
It was good build-up but poor finish to the set. I like their look on the left-hand side. Klukstad is running the football, and they're testing out the 20-year-old Jack Cole, defending 3 on the right for the Panthers.
I looked up at the last tackle. I wondered where the ball was meant to go. They didn't really seem to have anyone in position to add authority to the play, and paid the price. Not making Penrith work their way out of trouble here at all. Halfway, the Panthers. Kenny to Yo. Misses out Fisher Harris. Luai. Garner's been in really good form lately.
Egan in trouble.
Well, Egan's been left behind. Walker's also down. Kick through from Luai. Here comes Alamotti. Put it on the boots. Warriors cover up. Egan's down near halfway. There he is with a trainer. This doesn't look good. They've already got 4 in the dressing room. Walker's not well either. He can't get back on side. There is adversity here for the Warriors to overcome, let alone having to play
tackle 3.
the Panthers.
Wade Egan.
Oh, well, here we go. Well, he's off as well. Well, the trainer was already taking him there. So now they've got 2 off for the mandatory 15 minutes. Remains to be seen whether they'll be back. That one's not good for Egan.
Yeah, not good for Egan, not good for the Warriors, because Wade Egan needed to be on fire today to help out that halves combination. Creativity through the middle. With him going off, there's going to be some changes, some movement now through the dummy half position.
So Paul Roach comes on. The only minutes he played this year was round 7 against the Dragons, just a couple of minutes. He'll go into dummy half here. Of course, if both players failed their HIA, well, then they would activate the replacement player, who today is Zion Maulu. So it really is all hands on deck for the Warriors. You'd want to be a coach. You'd want to be a coach, Cooper. You've picked the profession right, I reckon. Martin kicks high. Edwards retreating, bring it back for Penrith. Scorer of the first try of the day. And that leaves us with a 4-all scoreline. Now Taruva. Something getting spoken about in the Origin context, Tito. Plenty of tries this season. Oh, he will be there in Origin, you know that. Incredible 73 tackle busts so far this year for Brian To'o. Had some big games lately. Now Alamotti. He's safe. A play by Penrith here, running it out of trouble. Fisher Harris. No one's looking to offload. They're just making the meters. Last tackle kick. Cooper directed. It's Luai from the left side. Tuapiki underneath this one. And the Warriors have the ball inside their own 30.
Yeah, that's what good teams do. They don't compound the errors. They come at error out of the last set, coming out of their own end. And this time it was just conservative football, power game through the middle. Fisher Harris with the last play, and Luai kicked down that corner again.
This is all hard work right now. So Roach, you just got to be ready, don't you? With HIAs these days, you never know when you're actually going to be into the game. Best laid plans can well and truly be altered in a short space of time. Walker on this run. Not much happened in this set for the Warriors. Last tackle with Martin. It's another kick, and it's angled towards the sideline. Taruva, he decided to play it. I reckon he might have copped one in the head. Lara on the sideline.
Yeah, Category 1 for Wade Egan will not be back, and obviously some concerns there for Andrew Webster. We know he's had a history of concussions.
Yeah, oh gee, well, what pressure. I mean, what bad news for Wade, what pressure on Paul Roach. He suddenly goes into a game now where he's going to play plenty of minutes. And a penalty goes the way of Penrith. And this will take them up inside the Warriors' half.
It's what you don't need to do against Penrith. Give them the exit set because they love the live ball, and then they set up their attack. And just keep your eye on Isaiah Yeo here. The ability for him to have 13 on his back but play like a halfback, he'll be the main indicator here for Penrith.
Parramatta watching on. Ready to go against Melbourne today. Another side under pressure, trying to kick-start their season in Magic Round. Luai, little show. Martin, half through there. He was just about to find the full stride. Ball with Yeo. This looks promising. Cole back for Garner. Got away from Barnett. And caught underneath by Afoa. There's a few Warriors players here that are going to play a lot more minutes than probably was intended. Smith got a tricky ball to catch. Under defensive pressure. They're inside the 20. Little step, Cole, that's a good sign, backing himself. The 20-year-old in his 4th NRL game. 9 from the line. Kenny in front of the post. Luai kick, Martin's there. Martin forces it. Or does he? Tuapiki. This is a close call.
Coming in to tackle 6, mate.
Is Martin celebrating or not? It's hard to get a read. He's not going over the top. If he has scored.
I think Tuapiki's got there. It's gone up, no try.
The Penrith kick chaser being cleared as onside. Coming through to ground him.
Matt Noyen is in the bunker for this one. Wow. I think he has got there. It was my first impression, Cooper.
It's gone over the top of the ball here, Tuapiki. It's whether Martin gets that right hand.
The Warriors initially knocked the ball backwards, and then Liam Martin knocks the ball on. We have a decision.
Knocks the ball on.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, well, no one's complaining, but
Tell you what, I love the energy from Jerome Luai to start this game. Moving from the left to the right, swinging around in total control. We're getting a glimpse of what potentially could be at the Tigers next year, and he looks like he's up for this contest, Jerome Luai.
just an observation. I'm sure fans and viewers on Fox League, have we dumped the freeze frame inspection that we've had earlier this year to see if there has been a finger on the ball and grounding and all that? It just seems like that's gone by the by this round. Offload risky. Oh no! They've put all sorts of pressure on themselves. The ball from young Laban hits the deck. Penrith run away with it. There'll be bunker inspection again. Oh, he says no try. I was going to say, I'm fearing the worst.
It worries me when the defensive team, there's no reaction from here, from the Warriors, when the ball goes down. They had the ball, they had to turn into trying to get the ball wrapped up here. Once the ball hits the deck, there it is there, the tip from
The
Lindsay
right
Smith.
hand of Lindsay Smith touches the ball and knocks the ball forward. We have a decision.
All right, they're hanging on. It's a cotton thread over the edge of a cliff at the moment for the Warriors. They need a runner possession here. Points would be handy. Cooper.
Okay, in the middle, scrum.
Scrum through the middle here. The Warriors, well, they need to continue a couple of sets here, but they need to get pressure down the other end of the field. Good kick here from Tamara Martin is the key to this set.
So it's a nervous start to the last day of Magic Round, and the nerves are coming from the Warriors. Now, Wateni Zalesniak on that carry. Thankfully, it appears that Leotoa out in the centres has recovered from his earlier knock. Seems to be moving freely now. Already one gone to the HIA. Ford was taken off early. Warriors are 42 metres away from the Penrith line. Roach, short side, Barnett, better. Leotoa on that run. Into the 30 they go, the Warriors. Roach now, they get rolling, the Warriors. This is way better. Jazz Tavanga on the end of that. Last play, it's been a good set. Martin, oh, it's been a good set with a bad end again. Boy, oh boy.
Go close to getting
I think the Warriors wish they were playing 5-tackle football today, because 6-tackle has not been good.
They're just not ironing out that last play. This is a challenge.
Okay, then I got a captain's challenge. Live ruling of lost. Last, it would have been tackle 5 playing the ball.
It's interesting too, when you do you consider the tackle count where you are when you have a challenge, because they're only going to get one
placed
play
on the ground, however, it's not brought back into play correctly. The challenge by the Warriors is unsuccessful.
Seriously, like I'm serious about that. Is it worth challenging when it is on play 5?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're only going to get one more tackle.
Exactly, yeah.
This side, mate.
And a line ball call.
And considering that, you know, what could happen in the back end of this game.
And now it's gone. Now it's been a beautiful day for a barbecue. How do you like your captain's challenge?
The Warriors are getting their opportunities, but their last tackle options in terms of one, completing their sets and coming up with good kicks has really hurt them to start this game. But there's no scoreboard pressure as yet for Penrith, but it will be if you keep giving cheap turnover to them.
Trevor tackled outside the 20. And Penrith back with Lindsay Smith. It's not as if Penrith have been at their best, but no advantage taken by the Warriors. Just the one try so far. Luai on the left side. Let's go back to Lara on the sideline. What's the story with Jackson Ford?
Yeah, some much needed good news. He's just returned to the sideline and passed his HIA, so he'll be back there any moment.
Okay, one up, one down, you could say. Yo with it. So they can't activate their replacement player as a result of that. Now Luai kept going for Fisher Harris. They've got opportunity. Top opens down. Sloppy from Penrith this time.
John Luai saw an opportunity, but he just put the ball in the wrong hands of Fisher Harris, who was outside, and the pass was on. But Fisher Harris, the execution just let down the big man.
Not his go.
No, probably not his go. Tuck it on the wing, create a quick play the ball, but on the 5th play, he saw the option, but almost hit the touchy.
Yeah, the old pass the ball days. Rex Mossop to be watching on. That's a 3, James. That's a 3 with that pass. Now Montoya with a carry for the Warriors. Well, Points would be massive for the Warriors here, just to be a fillip for the confidence. Tavanga with it, 41 away from the Panthers line. Roach, Fanua-Blake. What can he come up with today? 5 tries already this season. Quiet start to the game, you've got to say, Fanua-Blake. Walker right up to the line. It's virtually an entirely different spine now for the Warriors to what they would pick first choice. Martin along, and Tavanga with another carry. Last play, the Warriors. Not a dynamic set, but they're in position on the last. Martin, can he get it right this time? Here comes Watini Zelezniak, just through the fingertips. Toto with the ball. They've got first knock on Penrith. Listen to the Warriors fans.
So Murray Martin gets the last kick option on the spot. The pressure from Zelezniak causes the turnover. And here come the Warriors with a little bit of good ball possession here. I like their opportunity with Barnett here on the left up against Jack Cole. But off this scrum play, Klugstad looks like he's engaged and wants to run the footy.
Big portion, those fans we showed you with the DWZ wigs, they are right here at the northern end. Beyond where this scrum is packing down. Can it go to script, and Dallin runs it around to score in front of them. Oh, juggle. Nickel Klugstad with it. Did get him through the first attempted tackle there of Cole. And now set restart. Hanging on was Liam Martin. Reset again, the Warriors. Tavanga running hard. Low down was Yo. Over the top, Martin, Fisher-Harris, Roach, Walker, and not able to get another offload. One more pass there, and you would have thought the Warriors might have scored. Martin, Barnett, again effective from Penrith. Quick play the ball. Roach, Walker, red hot go from the Warriors. Forward, he cannoned into Walker there. I don't think Walker's come up the best of it. Martin then, Nickel Klugstad over the top. Montoya! Oh, superb athleticism. Has scored the try. He may have caused some damage, but he dived and got at an angle to score through pure determination. But don't try this at home.
A great set there from the Warriors. Multiple raids here on their left-hand side. They played short to Barnett earlier in the set, and that set up this play here. Good ball playing from Tamate Martin, but Klugstad throws the ball over the top, and this looks like a very good finish for Montoya. Creates space on the outside, and just watch Montoya finish here. He obviously come up sore from the contact over the top.
I think the point of his shoulder will hit the deck here, or the elbow rather. The point of the elbow, the Harvey Norman replay. I think we all wince watching that back. You land on the point of your left elbow, which he already has strapped, mind you. That's going to hurt.
It's great work from Tamate Martin, just making young Jack Cole make multiple decisions that set. They played short with Barnett, and then on the play that he went out the back, the young man held in the tackle a little bit longer and it created space for Montoya to do this.
He's gone, Montoya. He's gone up the tunnel. What an afternoon for Warriors coach Andrew Webster, having to deal with all of this. That could be his afternoon done. Having scored the try, Marcelo Montoya. Now what do you do to reshuffle things? Get you to pull back the curtains on this sort of situation, Cooper, when there's a lot happening. How much information is fed to the players about who's coming back and who's not? Poppy with a kick, hangs it out to the right. We have a 4-4 scoreline. Would they know that, for instance, Egan not coming back?
Yeah, Webster would pass down that message through the train, and then it's up to the leaders to rally the team together and work out what the plan is and the way they're going to play forward, because the whole idea they would have thought during the week, the way they wanted to play might just change with all these injuries and chaos that's starting the first half.
So the finish again. Look at the dive, and the head hits the ground too. So he's actually been taken off. It is an HIA, and when you see that replay, and you see the left side of the face hit the ground as well, he's got a few issues, Marcelo Montoya. What a character test this is for the Warriors at 4-4. Fanua Blake back with it. So we've got a situation where their entire bench has had minutes inside 23. Shaping that way. They're 25 out from their own line. Barnett is popping up everywhere here for the Warriors. Laban's gone to left centre as the Warriors get a penalty. Pompey's playing left wing. And young Roach playing dummy half.
If I gave Jerome Luai a rap early for being energetic and looks like he's on for this contest, same with Klukstad. First starting performance in the number 6 jersey. He looks like he's looking to be involved, running the football, and he came up with that nice play for Montoya, the try just before.
And don't be deceived, on the Warriors bench, Egan is back there and still in full kit, but he won't be coming back on, ruled out of the match. Tom Ella has yet to get in the game as the Warriors with Martin. There's Ford. Smith was low down. Good attacking position here. 25 from the line. Ford was slow to his feet. Martin on to Barnett. Lead runner almost got through the hole. Roach off the back of a quick play the ball. Nickel Klukstad, set restart Warriors. Their fans react to that. They might have the lead in just a moment. The ball, Laban, Martin, and Walker drops it off with Ford. They are now deep and right. Tuapiki might flash into the play here. Martin with it. Tuapiki was a decoy for Noah Blake. Got through one, right in front of the posts, and then he fell off. Told to play it. Walker to Barnett. He's got the right mid free. Back to Walker. Had to beat a teammate. He might have run over to score. Here's Roach. And Jastavanga. Good tackle again. Smith, last play. Penrith goal line defence on show. Martin, they don't go out the back now. It gets there. Outside men scramble. Toto comes up with a ball. Another last tackle play, dare I say, Cooper. Not all that flash.
It's obvious what the Warriors should be doing here this afternoon. The left edge of Penrith is the best defensive edge in the competition, and their right edge is under pressure early on. They should use Barnett up, use Klukstad on the Warriors' left edge attack, and attack Panthers' right.
Pretty handy double change effected by Penrith. Moses Leota, you see, making the run. Scotty Sorensen goes on. Grand final winners off the bench against the Warriors side that is doing a stock take on what numbers they have left. Back for Cole, kicking from just in advance of the 40. Tuapiki with the ball. Absolute incredible numbers there a couple of seasons ago with the Burleigh Bears. Over 100 tackle busts in a season. He takes the next step. He's going to be a very handy player in the NRL. Now for Pompey. Off he goes. Warriors 15 metres inside their own half at 4-all. 13 to go first half. On a big day on Fox League with Eels and Melbourne next up. The Tigers and the Dolphins tonight. And stick around for Sunday night with Matty Johns a little later. Jastavanga to halfway he goes. Now Roach. Service has been good so far. And Martin's kick. Edwards has it covered. Dylan Edwards bringing it back and goes back and then across and links up with Toto. And now the Warriors have got some work to do. Toto forced a pass. Somehow they handle it. Lamotti won't want to be getting passes like that all afternoon. It was around the ankles, and now Penrith another mistake. You know, we're scrutinising the Warriors, but the Panthers' attention to detail is off today as well.
And they're just giving over possession too easily, Penrith, and it's exactly what the Warriors need. With a few players out, they need a little bit of luck, and the Panthers are actually helping them up here because they are giving them possession, and the Warriors are now getting energy from the fact that they are starting to get on top in this game.
Last 10 minutes, Penrith only 19% of the ball. They're completing 8 out of 12 and half a dozen errors in 28 minutes from Penrith. So Warriors need to take points advantage. Pompey on that run. And Roach, Barnett, Another one looking to further origin claims. Played a full 80 against the Roosters last week. Walker across field. Martin went short. Vanua Blake bumping his way through defenders. And then the ball spits out. And to it is Edwards. He reacted. Panthers offload. With it outside their 20. And Calder player. Now Taruva. I reckon if he could have a timeout in rugby league, I think the two coaches would call for one right now and maybe just bring them in.
The Panthers have had 2 errors from the last 3 sets, so this is exactly, they need to get back into their grind the way that they love to play.
Yo to Luai, and tackle that was good enough to knock him off his feet there from Leotoa for the Warriors. Yo. More like Penrith this set. Now Kenny Luai, the kicker. 45 metres out. Put a bit of oomph into it, to a picky. Can't get the foot back to the in goal. So called to run it. And yes, that is a recovery set from Penrith. Make the Warriors work from inside their own 20. And at 4-all, Warriors feeling far better than they were this time last week against the Roosters. So the Tenny Zalesiak bouncing around. Back up to the 30. Pompey now. And Walker playing a strong hand today in the middle. Roach looking off on that right-hand side of the ruck. Devanga gets them up to halfway. Last play now for the Warriors. So handling a little better in the last few minutes. Kick on the bounce. Taruva to retrieve a slip in goal. Good result, Warriors there. Back down to the sideline, Lara.
Yeah, some concerns for Panther. Lindsay Smith, he had just 3 runs for 19 metres in his first stint. He came off the field limping and went straight into the tunnel with the trainers. So we'll find out there if he's in any doubt to return.
Okay, so now we've got Montoya in the sheds. We've got Lindsay Smith in the sheds. There's a Luai. Egan already ruled out of the game. Luai breaks through. He's got To'o in support. He goes inside. With it is Sorensen. Then Luai. The Pink Panthers razzle dazzle to score. That's a magic round try right there. Penrith break it open with a try that covers some 70 metres.
You've got to love what's the ability of Penrith from the backfield. They shift the ball here, and Jerome Luai wants to go out the left-hand side. Show to the left, big left foot back inside, and the athleticism here to get the ball back, and Jerome Luai gets the backfield and scores. Watch the excitement here as he kicks the ball in the stand. He's up for this contest because he knows no Cleary is with him, and it's his opportunity to really stand up and assert himself in this contest, and he's done so in this first half so far.
First try of the year to Jerome Luai. Can you turn that pink into a sky blue jersey? Sorensen involved in the play. That is a big try. It's an exciting try. The Warriors' effort was there. They were scrambling but couldn't finish it.
Exactly the ability of Penrith right there, because the Warriors had the confidence. Penrith made a couple of errors, and Jerome Luai, just that risk-first reward mentality, gets the ball 20 metres off his own line, wants to be involved, goes after the contest, and does what he's good at. Breaks through tackles, runs the football, and up putting the ball down under the sticks.
Well, it will be 10 points to 4 in just a moment. With 7.5 minutes remaining in the first half. I don't think the Warriors can have it any worse than this going to half-time. They do need a very big 7 here. 6 is okay. I wouldn't like to be sitting in the sheds conceding back-to-back tries.
And here it is again, Jerome Luai just going after the contest, getting the ball on the outside, and just his ability to break tackles, make people miss, and his speed and footwork to get through. And look at this celebration. It's a big game for him because he knows the Cole's outside him, and he's pumped up for it.
Yeah, there's a touch of the EPL about it because the Penrith fans are down that southern end, so he scores at where it is the most populated Penrith fans, and then you've got the Warriors fans up the northern end for this first half, hoping that their stars will get a 4-pointer in front of them. To a picky. We hold our breath. He's got it away. Yeah, he's barely touching the ball now. He's come down short of the goal line with the 2 subsequent kickoffs. An error from Penrith. Can you believe it? The Panthers. You just don't see this.
Well, this is exactly what Warriors needed after conceding the Jerome Luai try. They've had a lot of attacking ball the last 10 minutes, the Warriors. They need to start ramming it home and get some scoreboard pressure up against Penrith. And the whole game plan here this afternoon so far is they look very silky smooth coming to the left-hand side. The combination of Barnett and Klukstar looks very dangerous.
7 errors now for Penrith, straight from the scrum, Nickel Klukstar. So the Warriors fans at the northern end get excited. Roach with it, Tavanga, and will work for every centimetre there. We might be back at 10 all in a moment. Roach, yet to have a run, goes across to Barnett. He's shown us he can offload today. Roach again, back towards the posts. Walker out the back, Martin with it, lead runner puts it down for Fanua Blake. Ooh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, poor set, but I know why they go back to Fanua Blake through the middle. He's a try scorer, he's hard to handle. The fact that they came to this left-hand side, there's a bit of space back under the sticks, and Fanua Blake normally combines with Tohu Harris for his tries, but that time he just dropped it cold.
And now Tungle forces a pass. Penrith scrambling back for it. Then a knock on, possibly Garner. Just hung on the ball. Tottenham now, Penrith. Evan Cleary wouldn't be all that wrapped with some of the Panthers' play so far. Yo. And just tucks it under the wing on the 30-metre line. 5.5 to go, first half. Now Moses Leota. There's many Kiwis in the Penrith side. It'll be Calder kick. He stepped over the 40-metre line. Tuapiki with it for the Warriors. Bring it back, and the chase is spot on from Scotty Sorensen there. So if you joined us late, it's been tough going. A couple of HIAs, one failed by Wade Egan. Marcelo Montoya is off. Lindsay Smith is off for Penrith. Warriors put the kick-off out on the full, and Penrith scored in their first set. To some of the storyline from the first 40 minutes. Lara on the sideline.
Yeah, good news for the Warriors. Marcelo Montoya has the green HIA card in his hand. He's on the way back.
Alrighty, and thankfully the elbow's okay, even though he's got both arms well and truly strapped, like robot arms. Ball comes for Martin. Last tackle, Warriors. Edwards sprinting across. Knows his space there. And Edwards tackled 15 away from the Panthers' line. Run it back and gets well handled by the Warriors' defence. Can they force another error at a Penrith? Toto with it. 7 errors first half. 67% completion rate. Now offload for Luai. Some risk involved. Kept alive by Kenny and Sorensen. Just outside the 40. Kenny. Yo takes yet another run. The forward has touched it more than Yo for the Panthers. For Luai, here comes another one. Dallin with Tenny Zalesiak underneath it. Timed it well, his jump. And the Warriors have possession.
3 minutes to go before half-time. Look at all the Warriors forwards trying to get back on side. There is fatigue in the legs of the Warriors pack because they're struggling to get back, and this is the way that Penrith love to play. Take the opposition to a deep end and see if they can hang with them for long periods of time.
Yeah, Cooper, I don't think it's just the forwards. I think it's some of these young blokes that haven't had a lot of game time in first grade. I saw Laban there. You know, he's played a handful of minutes. Penalty goes the way of the Warriors. I'll get a chance here, but there's a lot of players being asked to step up here for the Warriors. Could be the makings of them.
Yeah, this is a huge set here for Tamari Martin and Klukstar. They've been orchestrating their attack all the way to the right-hand side, open up the left-hand, big shift. Let's see if they can get some space for Klukstar to do his thing.
Well, I think the script says there has to be a Watene Zelezniak try in the first half with so much effort put in by the fans. 25 away from the line. Roach to Martin to Barnett. He has really tried hard this first half. Mitch Barnett, his 11th carry of the half. Unchanged minutes. Now Walker. They're coming left. Martin dropped it off for Laban. 8 metres from the line now. They can sit up right, although Nickel Klukstar's on the left. Roach brings them open side. Walker dummies to Barnett. Does a little bit of dancing with the defence. Right underneath the crossbar here. Roach now for Martin to hold it up. Nickel Klukstar. Ball knocked down by Taruva. Montoya would have been in the corner for his second.
He had to ice that opportunity, Klukstar. Beautiful lead-up work from Tamare Martin. He created the space and he just had to draw in and get the pass out to his winger. He scores his second. Montoya took it too far in the line, Klukstar, but that was an opportunity gone for the Warriors.
Well, their playmakers have to stand up in this set. How good would they feel if they can lock it up at 10-all going to the break? You're watching it live on Fox League. Tuapiki just drops it off. That is play number 1. Great chance going to the break for the Warriors. Roach, Barnett, 12th run. In front of the Panthers sticks. Roach now. And Martin for Nickel Klukstar to try and get his way through. 3 defenders. Offload. Poppy with a ball. Panthers pink jerseys coming from everywhere. Right on the line, halfway through the set. Roach, Walker, Martin, now for Tuapiki. Offloads, knocked down again. That was Alamotti.
Good variation this time on the left-hand side. It was Tomato Martin and Klukstar coming back through. And Tuapiki on the right-hand side just tried to skip to the outside. But here they go again, midfield scrum.
You're out there now, what happened? 16 seconds, what would you call for, Cooper?
Well, I think the fact that they're 3-3 on the left-hand side, they've got to try and get the overload principle here and see if they can get the numbers to the outside.
So Tuapiki directly behind the scrum here. They're going to go left, he'll sweep quickly that way. And they come back the right side, breaking from the scrum. Tuapiki straightens up. The Panthers again get the job done. Last tackle of the half, on the line. Walker with it. Walker thought about kicking. Martin now, Laban, can offload, dead to Nickel Klukstar in the Panthers defence. Just a little too good. Very gallant first half from the Warriors. The Panthers a little off song. We have a game on our hands. First game, Magic Round, day 3. Half time. The Penrith Panthers 10, the Warriors 4. Game number 6 at Magic Round here on Fox League. Thanks for your company. It's been our pleasure to bring you all the action up to this point. And in keeping with the trend of all the other games, we've got a contest. We've got a close scoreline. No blowouts. Penrith, of course, will be favourites to go on with the job, but the Warriors have shown plenty of fight.
Yeah, the Panthers had 9 errors, but their goal line defence was great. Luai's controlling through his king game and running the ball, and this man in the screen is probably the most dangerous player for the Warriors. They had so much attacking ball in that first half, but don't show any reward being down 10-4 at half-time.
His average winning margin has only been a handful of points across the previous 5 games played. Biggest winning margin of the weekend was the 8 points for the Sharks over the Roosters. Second half underway off the boot of Dylan Edwards. Yet to have a golden point game this weekend. We're threatened. Maybe this will be the one. Watene Zelezniak taking the first hit up of the second half. And now for Jazz Tavanga. We're on air all day and night here from Magic Round. Sunday night with Matty Johns. Once the games are finished, is going to be a must-watch tonight. Barnett held up there. How hard has he worked today? That's his 13th carry. He just felt for his left shoulder there a little after that last run. His work rate is high. Walker with it. Disastrous start it was for the Warriors. They put the kickoff out on the full. A minute later had conceded the first try. Martin, they got a chance to run it. Nickel Klukstar, flick pass when maybe he should have gone out left. And Penrith played it cool in the chase. Moses Leota, in fact, came up with the last tackle.
Yeah, fast start here from the Warriors, and you called it right, Vossi. Klukstar looked to the right-hand side, hit Tamari Martin, but on the left-hand side, he had more options and should have bounced off his right foot and looked for a pass.
So Panthers with the ball. We better check in with Lara early here and just get a count on the injuries. Lara, what did you find out?
Just the messages from half-time, gentlemen. Warriors coach Andrew Webster just said, don't get frustrated here. They're building. This game is going to be a grind. It is a new spine for them today, so they just need to be patient with each other. From Ivan Cleary, just build more pressure. Completions are going to be key. Lindsay Smith's right knee is being strapped up. He will be back. Yeah,
back on the bench. Well, that's good news for Penrith. Luai's kick over the top. Well cut off by Tuapiki, who's done a pretty good job today. Tane Tuapiki, certainly work rate is good and being safe. If you can just take away that kick-off, I'll probably score him an 8 out of 10. Warriors with the ball outside their 30. Klukstar at fullback has averaged 230 metres a game this year. So they're big shoes to fill in that department. Roach on to Walker. And then for Jazz Tavanga. So Warriors have got themselves inside the 40 of Penrith. Would love to score first in the second half. Play the ball, they'll get a penalty out of that. Well played by Roach. And the quick tap. Play on, oh, that's almost sin bin. Well, Yo was interfered in an offside position. Yes, he's off to the bin. Well, that's the way they play it. Consistency. He found himself wrong place, wrong time there.
And it was Charles Nickel Klukstar again, just up-tempo, wanting to go after the game. With a quick tap, just runs into Isaiah Yo. And this is crucial here for the next 10 minutes because the Warriors had so much attacking ball in that first half. Here it is again, the quick tap, and Isaiah Yo makes contact.
Yeah, well,
they need to score points and score a bunch of them in this 10 minutes if they want to win this game, the Warriors.
What about that? Has he ever been sin bin? Isaiah Yo off the field. So here come the Warriors up the Waz, they're saying. Our audience across the Tasman watching now. Walker short at 10 points to 4. Finish hasn't been good to a lot of sets today. Needs to be spot on now. Roach with it. Walker, big long set. Mark goes front runner, and they've scored straight away. What a moment for Ali Leatoa to score. Only his second match in the NRL, scores a 4-pointer against Penrith, the height of him. What a scalp.
Well done to the Warriors because it was a quick tap from Klukstar and the sin bin for Isaiah Yo. Here it is, the replay. Isaiah Yo makes contact and the Warriors had to pounce. They may play the ball through the left-hand side and open up the right. And I love what the Warriors do here. Dylan Walker with class touches, but if there was someone that had to stand up in this second half to score the points or set them up, it's Tamari Martin. Beautiful ball playing here from the halfback.
We'd only seen this young player once before in the NRL. That was round 15 last year. 21 years of age. What a moment. What a ground to score, Cooper. Your first try, it's against Penrith. That's a beautiful moment for a young Warrior. Talk about the Fox Sports Lab, they're undefeated. Isaiah Yo, you know when he was sin bin?
Got no idea.
9 years ago. 2015, in fact twice in the season. Isaiah Yo. They're in at the Warriors.
It was beautiful line running from the centre on the right-hand side because he went to run inside shoulder and just deviated to the outside shoulder very late. And Tamari Martin picked it up and laid on a beautiful pass.
Tuapiki finds himself as the goal kicker for the Warriors now. Further pressure on the young fullback here with his shot from 19 metres out and about 18 in from touch. And he is successful. His first goal in the NRL. And we have a 10-all scoreline. 5 minutes into the second half. Close games, magic round continue.
And so the interesting part here for the next few minutes for the Warriors with Isaiah Yo in the sin bin is they can't get shift happy. They can't be playing too lateral here They need to go through the middle, use the power game, get fatigue in the middle forwards defensively of the Penrith Panthers, and then start shifting the ball after that.
Alrighty, can they control possession over the next 7 or 8 minutes, the Warriors? And then second part of that, can they turn it into points? Jazz Tavanga on the run back. 10-all scoreline. They're in some ways playing for their season, the Warriors. It's been a lean 5 weeks for them. And get tackled over the 20. Roach forward through the centre. Back up to the 30-metre line. Now Roach and Walker. He's put his stamp on this game, Dylan Walker. No Tohu Harris today. He was in the starting side. Now Tuapiki up in the front line. Good set, Warriors after points. Last tackle play. Roach to Martin to kick on the run. To'o has called this one out. He leaves it to Edwards. Warriors chasers all there. 10 of them, in fact, in one line. So Penrith away from their own 20 with Brian To'o. Only the one tackle bust for Brian To'o today. Is that a barometer of where Penrith are at today? That they're not all up to their usual standards. Panthers on their 30. He's had 11 carries, 1 tackle bust. That is nothing like the return you usually expect from Brian. Edwards is under 100 metres as well, so there's lots of indicators there that there's plenty of room for improvement for the Premiers. Sorensen caught short of halfway with Jerome Luai kicking on the last, and this one to Tuapiki. He's with the ball, bringing it back. Nice little bit of evasive skills past Garner. Took a good tackle from Kenny to stop him. Now Teddy Zalesnia, look at that hair flowing there. Running from the northern end. Now Roach. And Montoya gallops up into the defence. He was hurtling forward there. Roach. They're not spreading the ball, trying to take advantage of the 13 on 12. But it's pretty hard and determined running, all the same. Now Nickel Klukstad. He was tackled 35 metres away from the line. Last tackle in a set of one-out running. Tamare Martin, it's a bomb from 30 metres out. Edwards is ready for it. Chases aplenty. Edwards with the ball. And stays in advance of the goal line.
The Warriors have gone up a notch, and so they should, as Tungle comes out from his own end, running hard, completing their sets with a good kicking game, and here it is.
The Panthers off their game, folks. And the errors have been spread across multiple players.
This is exactly what the Warriors needed to do. They've handled and managed this period of Isaiah Yeo, and they've been terrifically, and they've been given an opportunity here.
Oh, that was a shambles for him. That really was. He stepped over it, he kicked it forward, then he just picked it up. I mean, talk about give yourself up. Isaac Tungall.
And the thing that happened here is just watch Dylan Edwards, because with Isaiah Yeo in the bin, the fullback will orchestrate the defence and just go in the line most of the time. So there's an opportunity for the Warriors for an early kick if they can spot it.
All right, from the scrum clock went off. That was exciting. And the Warriors with the ball, the try scorer, tackled 15 metres away. Roach, now Tomale is out there with his first carry. This is far removed from their best 13, the Warriors, but they're having a crack. Martin, back for Laban. 3 in the tackle, Penrith defending. Might find themselves behind on the scoreboard in a moment. For the first time in the match. Walker takes a run straight at them. That time there are 4 Pink Panthers defending. Roach, back left side. Martin to the line. Delivers the ball for Pompey. And the Warriors hit the front. Hold the front page. We may have a big Magic Round upset.
Yeah, game on, Bossy, because Tamare Martin has just put his stamp on this contest. 2 try assists to start this second half. And again, swinging from the right to the left. Isolates Martin, goes inside shoulder there on Tungo, does Pompey. And again, the Warriors look very effective when they go to the left-hand side. That combination of Tamare Martin and the threat of Klukstad out the back is the thing that got Tungo interested, and Pompey scored.
Penrith pay a price for an error. 10 errors now in total in this match. A player in the sin bin. 2 tries conceded in the space of 10 minutes. This is a rare 10 minutes from Penrith that we're witnessing here.
Yeah, we always knew coming to this contest that the Warriors needed a little bit of luck today to take down Penrith, and they've got that because Isaiah in the bin, and then it was Isaac Tungo on the kick return with a sloppy play the ball that allowed the Warriors the opportunity to score their second try in the second half.
The only time that Penrith have completed under 70% this year, no prizes for guessing the game, it was the game against Manly, where they ended up conceding 32 points. That's the only time they've conceded under 70%, which is where they're at now. Over to you, Warriors. See what you can do. Can you do a Sea-Eagles on the Panthers? 14 points to 10. Becomes 16 points to 10. Lara, sideline.
Yeah, and Andrew Webster flagged with us in the pre-game that he thought the Panthers could be a bit disjointed today, knowing that they don't have Nathan Cleary out there, and he hoped that the Warriors would be able to take advantage. He also wanted to see Tamari Martin step up. He said this game was forcing him to be more dominant given the injury toll that they have right now. Certainly a costly 10 minutes in the bin for the Panthers and Isaiah Yeo.
Well, can they add even further to it?
And Tamari Martin has stood up today because when they were going through those losses leading into this game, he could have improved because he just wasn't helping Sean. He wasn't contributing to the Warriors' performance. But this performance here, he's been on song, particularly in the second half.
All right, next points are critical in this contest. They've got the Spinnaker up at the moment, the Warriors, against 12 men. 12 metres away from their own line. Beautiful weather here in Brisbane for the Sunday afternoon action at Magic Ground ahead of Melbourne and Parramatta. Tigers and Dolphins tonight. A wrap for the dummy half Roach. I know he hasn't done a lot of running, but for a bloke who's only played 2 minutes in first grade this year, finds himself out in the game early. He's been very efficient with his work. The Warriors across, forward, held and well contained. Now Roach and Walker looked inside. He had Nickel Puchtas absolutely flying through there. Last tackle Warriors. Martin kicks from outside the 40 under pressure from Ghana. To'o on the run. A completed set, probably all Panthers fans want to see at this point, at the very least. Luai now. Edwards along for Taruva on the 30. The Penrith at the best make 30 metres from their first 3 carries, and it is the back 3, so the 2 wingers and the fullback, and they've really only made 10 or 12. Kenny on with Eisenhuth, good run. Up over halfway, off the interchange bench. Kenny flat, the Otter. Some of the Warriors thought forward. Last tackle Panthers, Jack Cole, a bomb, well they contest it. Taruva's getting through, he's watching it close, it's right in the corner, and Montoya with a catch for the Warriors.
And Isaiah Yeo is just about to come back into this contest, and the Warriors have done exactly what they've had to do. 2 tries while he's gone, completed the sets, they get another penalty here.
High tackle, Munker will have a little look at it on the way through. Eisenhuth, rueful look on his face. Comes in on Tuapiki, it's a wrapping arm and that's all. No sin bin required, but it is on report. And Yeo back on, 13 on 13. Warriors back to within 15 metres of halfway. Pompey on the run. Well, I've enjoyed that he scored a try. He was there all of last year and just his 5th game of the season now. Had to play second fiddle to Berry and Tuivasa-Sheck in the centres. Offload there. And LA just created an opportunity there for Roach. They're confident, the Warriors. Walker onto Barnett. You can see the belief growing with this Warriors side. Now Roach, Walker, dropping it off there. Away with another run. He was looking to pass again. 25 away from the Panthers line. Now Roach, left side, Martin, back inside, Nickel Klutschtar. It's a little clunky, but they're still having a crack, the Warriors. Roach to Walker, this time better shape on the outside, this young centre. Aritoa gets close to the line, and a changeover, but he must have thought for a fleeting moment, I'm going to double here.
This time, Tamate Martin, instead of kicking on the last play, taps it on, a quick pass out to the right-hand side. Jerome Luai flew up to try and shut it down, but the Warriors almost got through again.
Ali Leatoa with his first 4-pointer in the NRL. Suddenly, the seas open just for a moment for him. That would have been a hell of a moment. 16 points to 10, 25 and a half to go. It's a long road to 2 competition points.
And the way that Penrith play chasing down points, it's not they're going to throw the ball around or start offloading. They'll do the same thing. They need to complete their sets, and this man with the ball in his hands, Luai, needs to run the football again.
He looked in trouble there. The tackle from Tom Ale underneath. He got twisted straight away. Garner was in pain. He was running back on the angle. We'll have to examine a replay. It all happened very fast. Will there be a suggestion of hip drop?
Oh, yeah. That right ankle just caught underneath. Watch him as he comes through here. The body falls on the back of that right ankle.
Tom report.
On report only. Not sin bin.
Time on.
Penalty Penrith. Garner is okay, thankfully. We saw the big hip drop the other night. Josh Papali'i to the sin bin Friday night. And the tackle on Viliami kick out. So Panthers up to halfway. Alamotti on for Cole and then Eisenhuth. Is there a number you could lock in now for the Warriors, Cooper? If they could say the score they could have and then see if they could get home. Is it more than 22 or 23?
Yeah, they've got to score at least one more try, the Warriors, to be any chance.
See how it unfolds. Yo, left side, Eisenhuth. Thrown down by the Warriors defenders there. Slows the play, the ball down. Kenny, Jerome Luai, and then Yo. Now they're set on the right side. Edwards, quick hands. Tongo away. Taruva with the ball. Tucking under the limbo sticks out on the wing. And they're well and truly finished off by the Warriors defence. 6 the difference. 2 tackles left in the set for Penrith. Edwards with the ball. Then on for Luai. Now they'll attack the left side. Ball knocked down by the Warriors. Tackle count restarts. Cole with the ball. Pressure on Andrew Webster's team now. Had the runner play for a while. Now they have to roll the sleeves up. Luai dummy. With a try already today. Kenny looks a gap close to the post here. Oh, there's a gap. You can see it. Yo, a total breakdown of the Warriors' defence. I reckon they had one defender to cover about 15 or 20 metres.
That is so good from the Penrith attack. First it was Jerome Luai just wheeling and dealing on the left-hand side, making him hard to tackle with a quick play the ball. And watch the lead run here from Eisenhuth. That is such good timing off Mitch Kenny. It made Dylan Walker come in, and the gap was huge to be strolled straight through there. That's great combination work. First, Jerome Luai, and then Mitch Kenny connecting with his middle forwards back through the middle, and Isaiah Yo scores under the sticks.
Well, seriously, that was a parting of the defence of biblical proportions. That's how big it was for Yo to run through, to not to sprint through, to jog through. A total breakdown in numbering up from the Warriors. Too many players around the ruck. And Penrith, well, that was like shelling peas, really. It'll be 16 all in just a moment. 22 and a half minutes to go. Reassessment. You're allowed to adjust, Cooper. That's how we work here. You don't have to lock yourself in on that first answer. Kicking towards the Warriors fans end. They're trying to put him off. Edwards puts it into the crowd. 16 all. Close matches, magic round, the order of the day.
Yeah, and from an energy perspective and a confidence leveler for the Warriors, this hurts because they had the opportunity when this man was off the field, and the first opportunity that the Isaiah Yo and the Penrith Panthers get, they come straight through the front door, and the Warriors' middle defence just opened up. So it's alarming signs there when the game's in the balance and wanting to win for the first time in a long time, the Warriors just let Isaiah Yeo walk straight through.
So today, both Luai and Yeo score their first tries of the year. State of Origin just around the corner. What about it? Game 1 in Sydney, June 5. I just saw a twitch from Cooper when I mentioned that. You're available? You're doing the rowdy cheerer?
Hell no.
No. Okay. There's the headline. Cronk rules himself out. Stood down. Leota with the ball for the Panthers. Back over the 20. Long way to go, as I said. We haven't won in over a month. 21 minutes may as well be 21 hours. The Warriors have to work hard. Kenny now. And Eisenhuth with the ball. Some signs Penrith reset following the try. Kenny for Edwards, right up on that front line. He'll pinch 10 there. And there you go. Your trademark set following on from points from Penrith. Luai a kick, get them trapped down in the 20. Underneath it, Wateni Zalesniak. And the defence is big. Pile driver there from Ghana. That was a one-on-one shot, that. These days that can often be penalised if it goes a little too far. Now to a picky claiming Crusher. He's slow to his feet. Very slow. He's hoping for a replay. It's not coming. So ball with Montoya. It's up to the bunker to quickly review things like that and pass on to the referee what's happening. 16 all though, I'd say, given where they were at last week. The Warriors, this is a bit of a dream at the moment to be in the game. They've lost it there. Nickel Klukstad. Oh, the tide turns here.
That'll be 5.
This is the Penrith DNA. And the way they play their football, they're under pressure, they've fought back to make it 16 all.
10-metre line, Isaiah.
That's the area they come through here from Klukstad, because it's powerful, it's predictable, but when it comes to defence, they aim up and force the opposition into errors, and that's how they start chipping away at the confidence of the opposition.
Everyone on the open side from this scrum. 20, Luai doing a lot of pointing and talking.
Head in, Mitch. Head in, Tane.
Edwards lurking.
Head down, head down.
Penrith ready to run a play. They would have rehearsed many times on the training paddock. Yeah, their centre of excellence. Luai with the ball. Drops it off inside for Ghana. So they will start to move the Warriors' defence around. A tense final quarter of the game coming up here. Moses Leota backed in and ducked under. 25 away from the Warriors' line. At 16 all. Yeo with it. Then for Eisenhuth. Now into the Warriors' 20. Kenny, Leota up to the line and pass for Cole, the young fella. Ducked into the defence there, 11 away. Kenny set in front of the post. Yeo with it. Then for Luai. Show of the ball. Alamotti not exactly exploding onto the ball. He sort of checked his run. And there's the consequence of that. Warriors take advantage. Kenny to Luai. Left foot bomb. Chasers there. Toggles there. Warriors have got the ball. Pompey. Superb play.
A good take there from Pompey. Under pressure, came down with the ball safely for his team. And Jerome Luai, a couple of shows across the field. I expect him to have a show and go later, because he was just turning players back on the field. He had an opportunity to run it then.
Warriors in the meantime getting young Laban off the field at the back. The trainer was frantic. Barnett will go back into the play for the Warriors. So they're with the ball, back over their 30, to a picky with it. We are due a golden point game based on the previous 5 matches here at this Magic Ground. In every game so far, going down to the championship minutes, you thought this could go to extra time. It's the same here now. No double-digit margin so far. To'o with the ball. Melbourne Parramatta up next here on Fox League. And then the Tigers and the Dolphins. The Tigers, the only team to ever beat Penrith at Magic Ground. Did so back in 2019, 30 points to 4. Those were the days. Now the ball with Fisher Harris. Over halfway for Penrith. Working for the quick play the ball. Kenny to Yeo. They've upped their game, Penrith here. feels like they have reset. Luai suddenly completing sets. Penrith bomb to the corner. Watene Zelezniak with the ball again for the Warriors. Kick defusal has been pretty good from the Warriors today.
Well, to your point, Vossi, they completed the last 6 sets. Penrith Panthers just getting in their grind, and they feel comfortable in a position like this. This is where they play their best football, and their leaders are standing up. Isaiah Yeo, Jerome Luai and Dylan Edwards.
Now a real test of the mettle of some young Warriors as well. Never been in this position before. Roach away to Tuapiki. Now this is a huge game for the fullback. Just his 9th career game. Shot to lower the colours of the 3-time champions. Martin kicking from inside his own half. One big bounce. Takes it past Taruva. Talk about 4 big bounces. That's almost unfair. He had no intention of taking that over the dead ball line. You reckon it hit a sprinkler head or something, the way it kicked on. So Penrith get a 7-tackle set from that. Off the boot, you thought that's just a really good kick.
Yeah, well, this could be the turning point because Tomato Martin gives away a 7-tackle set. And let's see what Jerome Luai can do with his 5th play option here, because they'll power down into attacking position. And if you can come up with an effective set, he's starting to turn the screws in the favour of his team.
We see Tyrone Peachey in the NRL for the first time this year. His last game was the semi-final against the Warriors last season. Panthers inside the Warriors half. A little tipping tackle. That hurts. Ill discipline. Foul play. Can't take the quick tap.
2 errors from the Warriors. A 7-tackle set from Tomato Martin. And now the penalty. This is a huge defensive set here for the Warriors. They need to stop the Penrith Panthers coming up with points in this set.
It is Ford that did a bit of driving there and tipping. Pulling out of the tackle was Tom Ele. Yeah, it didn't finish well, did it? Penrith on the back of 16 all.
Let's go.
15 minutes to go. Edwards to Luai. And Eisenhuth with it. The next set becomes the most important set right now. Warriors defending. Kenny to Luai. And a little show. Edwards, Tungo. Away goes to Ruba. Props off the right foot and loses the ball. Charles Nickel-Klukstar over the top. Tuapiki there as well. What a corner to come up with a try saver. Look at the Warriors fans.
Yeah, great lead-up work from Jerome Luai. It was the double show and go and get to the outside. Creates the space. Taruva, who normally finishes in a position like this, Tuapiki comes across. Chance Nickel-Klukstar there too.
Makes contact high on the Penrith player before he loses the ball in the field of play.
Say high tackle.
This will be a penalty against the Warriors for a high tackle. We have a decision.
So the pressure will remain. The score is still 16 all.
But like the desperation from the Warriors, because they got across there in numbers, Tuapiki and Chance Nickel-Klukstar were there.
Well, there it is. Another penalty, so 7-tackle set. Back-to-back penalties. Penrith with the ball here. Full set, 10 metres out from the Warriors line.
And Jerome Luai looks, he's got like the hot hand right now. He'll be the go-to man for Penrith in this set.
All ready to go on the left side. The Panthers. Yeo drops it off inside. Fisher-Harris to play it in front of the posts. Kenny bringing it back right. Cole and Edwards. They are really shuffling the Warriors defenders around here. Cooper said Luai with a hot hand. He's calling for it in this play. He's got it now. Jerome Luai, stand to attention. Pass to Fisher-Harris. Is there an overlap? Tongo straightens up. Panthers 5 minutes away from the line. Set restart. Fisher-Harris with the ball. Rolls over the line, but doesn't force it. Well, his head's there, but the ball's not. So Kenny, although he's put it down over the line after he goes to play it.
Tackle one.
That doesn't count.
Time on. Go.
Now Kenny, Luai, Penrith out the back. Peachy cut in half there by Tamare Martin. Noah Blake as well, still with the Panthers. Luai, Warriors desperate for a Panthers mistake. Cole and Edwards, Tongo, Taruva's there, doesn't need him. The centre literally flies over the line. The Panthers are back in front. The result of sustained pressure.
All off the back of the 7-tackle set from Tamate Martin. A couple of back-to-back penalties. Penrith just camped on the goal line of the Warriors and they just couldn't repel them. This was the first penalty they gave away. And then it was Jerome Luai, it was Isaiah Yeo, multiple touches back-to-back. They open up the field and just get the ball in the class hands of Dylan Edwards. And he ends up being the difference, just getting a 3-on-2. And Isaiah Tungo ices it.
Been a while since the Panthers have been in front. Outright leaders, 20 points to 16. Edwards with a big kick to come up from out wide. And the Tungo, good feeling when you see the line open up like that. He was away from Pompey. The Panthers have their 4th try.
The thing I like about the Penrith attack is, yes, it is pretty predictable because it is the Penrith system, but they have multiple shots in every tackle. They never sort of set up. They're always a threat. And I like Jerome Luai when he's up and about. Benji Marshall must be loving the fact that Jerome Luai is playing like this with the 7 on his back, because when Nathan's around, he locks himself on the left-hand side of the field for the majority of the game. Well, today, he is freewheeling everywhere.
For the record, career-wise, Warriors v Panthers, they have averaged conceding 26 a game. That could repeat this afternoon. It's the most points they've conceded on average against any opponent in the competition. The figure is 26. Edwards kicking for a 6-point lead. Off the boot, Dylan Edwards drags it left. 4 points the difference. 12 minutes just under to go. The Warriors having a dig, but there's no question the Panthers have got a lot better the last 7 or 8 minutes.
Well, it's game on now, obviously, for the Warriors to chase down, and Charles Nickel-Klugstad and Tamate Martin have been the key figures for them. They're the ones that are going to have to score the points and chase down if they're going to win this victory.
11 into the second half with Yeo in the sin bin. The Warriors have turned a 6-point deficit into a 6-point lead. Now they're down by 4. They just have to score next. Luai on the catch. The grand final front rowers are out there too. Well, no, Leota, in fact, has just gone off the field as Fisher-Harris takes the first run there. Matt Eisenhuth off for an HIA2 for the Panthers. Play 2 on their 20. The errors have disappeared, haven't they, for the Panthers? Suddenly the completion rate is so much better. Yeo that time. Bumped by the defence. And they followed up the previous try with a completion and a kick long. Now Edwards does what he does up in the front line. Last tackle, Luai's the kicker. He knows what has to be done. Goes long to the corner. Back goes Wateni Zalesiak. 11 chases there for Penrith. Dallon's going nowhere and they're on their 20. That is just reading from a playbook what Penrith just produced after that try. Noah Blake getting ready to come off for the Warriors. Jazz Tavanga to be thrown into the play. 15 metres inside the Warriors, inside their own half with 10.5 to go. Tuapiki has tried his absolute best. That's his 20th run of the day, the young fullback. He has really worked his you-know-what off. Walker through the centre. Got through the tackle of Kenny. Was he hurt on the way down? He was. Dylan Walker. I don't know about this. Is the shake of the head that he knows that he's got a bad problem here or not? So Ben.
Oh, Fisher-Harris on the back of the ankle.
Okay.
He's shaking his head at the referee. Oh. I think he might be in trouble here. Bossy.
Okay, Fisher-Harris already defending himself.
It's on report, dangerous contact.
Dangerous contact. So the sin bin's been put away. Fisher-Harris just on report. What they do, they get a penalty. They could be 30 out from the Penrith line.
Right, it's not mine, but I'm just going to give us a chance to get through it, okay?
This is all on the Warriors here for this set. Tamate Martin speaking to the troops, trying to organise what he's going to do this set. He's got multiple options to go, but I think when he goes to the left-hand side and hooks up with Barnett and Cookstar, that's their most effective way.
Well, plenty of support from near and far for the Warriors here. Can they hear your screams from New Zealand? The Wars, it's been a while. They're 4 behind the Panthers, the mighty Panthers. Roach, Walker, Bunyafoa has had a big stint on the sideline, having started the match. 22 away on play 2. Roach, Walker delivers short to Tavanga, spinning in the tackle. Now they're inside the Panthers 20. Call back to play it. Got the offload away. Have to go again, the Warriors. 3 tackles down. Roach to Walker. Takes another run. So he's okay. He's inside the 10. Big couple of tackles coming up for both teams. Roach now. Right side. Tamolo Martin held it up. It's there for the fullback to score. What a game he's had. Tane Tuapiki has levelled it up for the Warriors. That is a moment for the young fullback on a huge stage.
Yeah, don't worry about going left. Let's go right to Martin. Martin again, beautiful ball playing. Tyrone Peachey gets caught way too infield, and the speed of Tuapiki at the back is all that he needs. But again, Tamate Martin has his hands all over this play, has really stood up in the second half for his team.
First try in the NRL to this young fullback. Fans of the Burleigh Bears know how good this kid is. He was the Petro Civoniceva medal winner and Rookie of the Year in 2022. And now on the Suncorp Stadium stage at Magic Round. Not only does he score the try, on the first day kicking in the NRL, he has a shot to put his team in front. Do you dream for these moments, Cooper? The backyard moments. In your head, you're talking, I've got a kick to win.
This is exactly where it sits. For every young kid that plays our game across the country, scoring a try, scoring your first try, then having an opportunity to do this against the best team in the competition of the last 3 years at Magic Weekend. 7.5
minutes still to go. Time off here. Still a long way to go, even if he kicks it. But kicking it would be handy for the Warriors. Tane Tuapiki. Got a little bit of the Reece Walsh about his build-up. Warriors fans ride this home. Tuapiki, right bird. W-A-H off the upright and over. Warren over. Let's go, Warriors, 22-20. What a round this is.
What a kick from the young fullback. First he scores a try. With ice in his veins, he stands up and nails it from the sideline.
He was showing off with the post. He said, I'll just put a degree of difficulty in.
Just watch the squareness that Tamate Martin plays with here. And Tyrone Peachey, that is poor defence coming infield when you don't have to on any player that's running through. Tane Tuapiki does the rest.
Well, this is amazing. 22-20. Bunyafoa flies into the Panthers' defence. What a 7 minutes coming up. And this is only game 6 of Magic Round. What an extraordinary round. 8 points the biggest margin. Now we've got another one going to the last 7, 2 the difference. Walker on the run. It's Melbourne Parramatta next here on Fox League. We've got it all covered for you. Barnett. His numbers today, 18 carries, 29 tackles. Quality. Jazz Tavanga's been good. His 19th carry for Jazz off the bench. Last tackle, Warriors. Roach away to Martin. And then Martin was hit after kicking. Atkins says play on. Edwards to bring it back. He was hit by Sorensen. And play on the call. Panthers outside their 20. Luai to Taruva. Haven't dropped the ball in a while, the Panthers. With it is Edwards. To'o caught by defenders. Still Brian, just the one tackle bust. Luai trying to ignite something here for the Panthers. Up to halfway he goes. Fourth play down for Penrith. Fisher Harris, Yo with it. Doesn't get it to the right. Impaired and the overlap was looming. Kenny on the last tackle to Jack Cole. He bombs for placement. Down to the corner. Montoya with it. Safe catch. And Penrith play the man. Warriors 10 out from their own line. Do they have to score again, I now ask you, Cooper?
Well, it comes down to discipline and completion here for the Warriors because they're in front. You've got to back your defence and make sure you keep the ball as far away from your try line as possible. That's the key for Tamate Martin and Klugstar here in the last 5 minutes.
Again, we have a match where it's the same number of tries scored. Incredible. The first 3 matches were like that. Jazz Tavanga back to the 30-metre line. There's a lot of tired Warriors out there now. Not surprisingly, some play more minutes than they've ever played in first grade. Kick down to Taruva. Come off the arm, knocked back. Penrith with it. And it allowed the Warriors to get through. And Buddy Afoa has caught Taruva high. All Taruva could see was here.
I don't understand his slips, but you get him high.
Well, the door is slightly ajar now for Penrith.
Yeah,
That's high contact there.
Slipping into the tackle, but penalty it is. Everyone's on edge. The crowd here, you watching at home on Fox League. The officials, the commentators, we've got the easy job. 22-20, just over 4 to go. Edwards, Luai, on to Fisher Harris. There's nothing frantic about Penrith, is there? There's control. I hope there's not that feeling of it's inevitable that they will find their way over. The Warriors' defence, though, needs to aim up here. Liam Martin with the ball. 30 away from the Warriors' line. Slow it right down. Kenny to Yo. Back inside for Lindsay Smith. Afoa there in defence. Rivals fans getting the chance going. Yo held up. Doesn't pass. And Tavanga jumped in to finish it off. Yo wants to quick play the ball. Kenny right with Smith. Straightens and just caught again. Bunty Afoa there. Kenny, Penrith, last tackle. Luai with the ball. Kick through. Tuapiki, the young fullback, does it again. Tane Tuapiki. I know he's played some first grade before, but it's like a star is born here.
Yeah, great defensive set from the Warriors then. Under pressure, Tuapiki comes up with a big play, but this is a big set. They need to get as much meat as they can and launch the ball down the other end of the field. But the Panthers will have one more shot.
Not surprisingly, Tuapiki cramping up. He's had 22 runs. 4 more than the man who runs more than any, Dylan Edwards. Now Tavanga. What a fighting set this is. They have struggled to make a lot of metres. It's only a 26-metre game. Martin needs a big kick. He gets it on its way. To'o with it. The chase is coming through for the Warriors. Brian To'o in search of space. He finds space. Panthers jumpers everywhere and To'o cut down by Martin. Play on. Luai. Great hands. Penrith down by 2. Top. And Cole is hammered.
Backwards.
Pompey smashed it. Play on the call.
Penalty.
Penalty 35 metres out. At 22-20 and 2 to go. Quick call, Cooper. Does Edwards go?
Take the 2. Take the 2, absolutely. Was it Pompey that made the big hit
it was.
on young Cole? And the Warriors were blowing up Deluxe, thinking it was a knock on. Here's the hit again. Whack right under the rib cage and exposed.
Does it?
I agree, it goes backwards.
It's a good call.
It's
referee.
a good call.
It's a real good call.
And the Warriors players were blowing up Deluxe, complaining about the no call. And then they've gone in and stripped the ball out in the tackle and given away the penalty. Poor ill discipline there from the Warriors players.
By the time Edwards takes this, we'll have, what, a minute to go? He's not the first choice kicker, but as we said last week to you, back in the old under-20s days, he was the kicker. He has, I dare say, his biggest kick, though, in first grade right now. We know he can do it all. Can he kick in this circumstance from 38 metres out? just off centre. He's kicking to the Warriors fans' end of the ground. Big, big moment. Dylan Edwards, ready to launch. It's on its way. Edwards' kick is pushed out wide. 22-20. They've only got 30 seconds. Play on the call. You can't catch it on full and just say, we'll go. That was unbelievable.
Okay, time off. Okay, it's your ball. No, listen. I blame the whistle because I thought it was dead. It's your ball. Tackle 0 there, mutual infringement.
Okay, right. So he did blow his whistle, thinking it was dead. This is tense. The Warriors, I mean, I don't really want to put famous victory on it, but this is quite incredible. They are on the cusp of beating Penrith, the mighty Penrith, having not won in over a month, and with some players that dead set only their nearest and dearest would know who they are if they walked into a room. The Warriors and Andrew Webster, their season is saved, it would be. Walker takes the tackle. The Warriors produce their own magic trick. That's an incredible result. I can't believe it. We got the best game, folks. We got storyline after storyline after storyline. And today, some kid called Tane Tuapiki, he's probably going to get 6 Dally M points, backed up by a setter called Ali Leatawa, scoring his first try in the NRL. A hooker by the name of Paul Roach, who'd only played 2 minutes this year. Between them, they've contributed to a victory over the 3-time champions.
This is the kick from Dylan Edwards to send it into Golden Point. There's a minute on the clock. Hit it out to the right-hand side, and you just named some young stars for the Warriors, but I also thought that Tamate Martin, Chance Nickel-Klukstad were very, very good. What Tamate Martin did when Isaiah Yeo was in the sin bin in the early minutes that second half ended up being huge because he set up 2 tries for his team. They end up winning this one 22-20.
Unbelievable. Magic Round continues to produce close finishes. Average winning margin back to 4 points now across 6 matches. And we've got the Eels and Melbourne to come. We've got Tigers and Dolphins. To the Eels and the Tigers, I hope they know about this result. It might just inspire them.
Inspire a couple performances this afternoon, and you can't do anything but tip your cap to what Andrew Webster and the Warriors have displayed today. 4 losses on the trot, absolutely blown off the park last week versus the Roosters. And this is how much it means to the Warriors players as Chance Nickel-Klukstad takes a moment to celebrate the big performance for his football club.